Good afternoon, folks. It's Auto Alert Man Alan Jerome coming at you one more time again. Who does that? So anyway, what I wanted to talk about was how I was talking about Chris and I were splitting all the deals, and that's what this guy, buddy of mine, was doing up there in Little Rock. He was splitting all the deals, and this is why I don't really like to work this way, especially with everybody, because it just makes so much work for you. You're like, okay, did we make that deal? I got to go research it. I have to get up from my desk and go hunt around, find the person that was in on the deal. Sometimes they're there, it's their day off, they're elusive. So I still don't have this matter resolved. I want things resolved so I can move forward smoothly, eloquently, strongly. I don't want to chase the past. I don't want to chase the wind. So that's why I only do it with one or two people that I know I can work with, that I can trust, that are really, they're so grateful and gracious, and I'm so grateful and gracious to them. We have a real marriage, a real ironclad agreement, solid men agreement, and it can be with women too. Some of the best salespeople I've ever met were women, and I didn't expect that 30 years ago when I started in this business. I thought I could just, well, I'll tell you what, they sure put me in my place. Women can be deadly as hell, man. They are good salespeople. They're so good at using their whole being. Anyway, so my favorite way to do this is to I like to get it in writing that I get an hourly pay, plus I get $25 for every appointment this shows, whether they buy or not. And I want to explain that. So what's going on with the clock?
That's a countdown till it reaches 5 minutes.
Okay, so in the couple of minutes I have left, let me try to put this together for you. Now, when I make an appointment, I write it on my sheet. The name, the time they're coming, the kind of trade, and then I just give it to any one of my favorite salespeople. And they'll usually let me know if it's a deal or not, or I can check the board at the end of the night. I don't have to leave my desk. I don't have to be responsible to make that deal happen again, because the way I work it is I get an hourly rate plus $25 for every appointment this shows, whether they buy or not. Now, I could have got more. I could have got a bigger hourly, and I could have got more per appointment. But my numbers are big, so it can look pretty scary. I like to do it this way, at least for the first couple months, until they're like, okay, well, you said you wanted to come and talk to us about a little bigger pay. What did you have in mind? And that's when I lay out. That's when I go for the gold. But for right now, once I make that appointment, I just tell people, of course, I always send them a text. Hi, Bob and Marie. It's Alan Jerome texting you from the dealership, from Snowflake Motors. And you guys, I'm confirming our appointment for today at 6 p.m. or 6:15. And is it okay if I go ahead and let my manager know that we can count on you guys coming in? And the minute you get here, please text me so that I know you're here. That's it. And believe me, if they text back okay or yes, and they do, then you know they're coming. If they text back an okay or yeah, or just the letter Y, anything that lets you know that, yeah, they're coming, believe me, there's a 99% chance that up is coming. They are not going to flake. If they don't respond throughout the course of the day, then maybe not. It's back to 50-50 or even less, but it doesn't mean they aren't coming. The whole thing is, when they come to the dealership or they're taking that exit off the freeway or they're coming down that long stretch of road, they'll text you. We're going to be there in 5 minutes. We're here. When you get those kind of texts, you can go ahead and check mark it right there on your paper. They've come in. They're going to land on whatever salesman ups them or whoever's waiting for them. Depends on how your store does them. And then they'll bring them to me, which I try to I'm going to go into that more too, but I'm running out of time. I just want you to know that, I average like 50, 60, 70, sometimes 100 appointments a month easily. And that's in a mid-sized store. And when I say mid-sized store, I mean between 100 and 200 vehicles sold a month. I get a lot of people in. Not all of them can buy because a lot of them are conquest customers. But there isn't a desk in America that will be mad at you for bringing a customer in who is sincerely interested in trying to buy a car. That's what we do here. We sell cars. And the only way never let a customer leave until the desk has had a chance to work the deal. And man, that is inscripted in the stone the dealership is built on. So, I mean, if you're bringing in people and they can't make a deal and it costs them $25, they're going to pat you on the back. So I'm going to go into some more of this. We're going to have another video. Another one, Mike. Come on. Good man. See you, folks.